All right, so welcome again to Military Guna TV. Thank you guys for joining me. And guess what? Jamaica won, Serbia won. Serbia won, Jamaica won. A pretty interesting performance from the Reggae Boys team, and I want to divulge a little bit more into a bit more details about the team, about a bit of the performances, who I think stand out, and who also I think that these guys actually looking to knock on the Gold Cup door for the team selection for the Gold Cup. But people, as I go along, I would implore you guys to smash that like button and show the channel some support by hitting the like button and subscribe if you're new here. Would really appreciate it. Now let's move into the team lineup from the Serbia now. So the Reggae Boys. Let's go into the Serbian team lineup. So in goal they had Dorde, Nikolic. Right back there, Petrovic, centre back here is that Stefan Mitrovic and Kastic, and left back they have Terzic. Now in their midfield, they play a midfield 4-3-3 formation. They have Gric, Ilic, and Gudec, and then up front they have Gavric, Luka Jovic, and Jolovic. But we all know that their team is quite young. They have a very, very young team. Average age 24.3 years old, as you guys can see right there. And then now for the Reggae Boys, we have Dennis Taylor in goal. We have Amar Bell at right back, which is naturally a left back, with Hardin and Liam Moore, the centre back pairing, which was surprising. Those are the first two surprise. Then unofficial at left back. Then now we have Damian Lowe at left wing, Mariapa, Devon Williams, Blair Turger. So there's a lot of things here to talk about. We have Javon East and Andre Gray leading the line. Now, first thing first, people. Don't let the position on the formation trick you guys. It is an interchangeable position formation in which we have the system moving from a 4-4-2 into a 4-2-3-1. Let me show you how that would transition. You would see the likes of Damian Lowe and Mariapa moving inside of the midfield area, providing like a double pivot, and Mariapa staying as holding, while Damian Lou go about out in fires across the pitch, while Devon Williams, which is speedy, join the attacking third with Blair Turgot and Andre Gray with Javon E. So the four of them will be on the attacking lineup, and then now Mariapa and Lowe will be doing all the dirty work inside of the midfield area. So noticeable performance for me. I'll definitely have to say West Hardin. The young man stand out in this game. He really, really put in a solid performance. None of the guys, I would say, O'Neal Fisher didn't stand out to say he would want to take Taxi Lawrence's position. He didn't stand out. He just have basically a fairly good enough game. But it was a strange game from Damian Lowe. Not the best game. I thought that he should have been the one playing in the defensive area and West Arden as the right back position, putting Amar Bell at left back position. So we know the situation between O'Neal Fisher and the Reggae Boy team, but I'm not sure what's happening right there. But was a really, really peculiar lineup, a more defensive minded lineup as well. Something that I think that it's what Tappa is looking into, a more defensive structured lineup, something in that sort. But for the first half, we performed well. We dug in the game. We got our early goal from Andre Gray, a great goal as well. Beating the press, and a beautiful pass. I mean, a lovely pass, cutting the line in the midfield area. And Andre Gray pounced upon that loose ball, beating the keeper. The keeper actually won the ball, but I'm not sure how it came out of his palms. And then now he slugged it away. Now, in the first half, we actually had a lot of possession. We were pressing, really, really good pressing from the team, something that I've never seen before. And that is quite interesting, something we have to look at and say, okay, they are learning something. The press looks good. The structure, the compressed structure looks really good. We lack the passing technicality because we had a lot of defenders in midfield, so we lack the passing technicality. I hope to see that's something that's an area that we'll fix as well. Now, then, and secondly, when we go on the counter, we look really, really rapid and dangerous on the counter. So those are things that we also have to factor in. Now, where we see our weaknesses. So those are our strengths. The tenacity in the first half. This is in the first half. The pressing system, the interchangeability from the midfielders, because they're central defenders, moving from defenders, moving to the midfield area. So these are great tactics being deployed in the first half by Theodore Whitmore. So we could definitely say that it was working in the first half. So they did not dominate us in position. We use our tenacity, we use our intensity, we use our physicality as well on them and try to dominate them. Now, in the second half, I was quite disappointed in how Theodore Whitmore came out, because we saw where Serbia made quite a few changes in the halftime, at halftime break, and we didn't do it. They made literally four changes at halftime. We made none. We made our first change at the 67 minute. They made 5 changes, and we could see that the midfield area was depleted, and we started to struggle in the midfield. We got tired legs inside of the midfield, and we started to lose possession. We started to sit deeper. They started to press us higher, in which causes started to create more danger. Now, that is the problem. Now, because they made 5 changes, that is where I'm. In this aspect, I have to blame Whitmore. They made 5 changes at halftime. They press us, they push us back in our own half, and they force us to create in our own errors. On the 61st minute, that is where they scored their second goal. The equalizer, a very good goal. First shot was blocked and then picked up on the edge of the 18-yard area and put away from Petrovic. No, sorry about put away by Pavlovic. Slotted far post. Keeper positioning was quite questionable, but it was very, very difficult to stop. Well hit, it was a hit ball, so quite difficult for the keeper to stop. So in the essence, that is when Theodore Whitmore decided that he wants to make few changes, because he saw the lapse in the midfield, in which I thought he should have seen it before then, and then he would have made that change. So he did put on a few more players. We saw Kamal Malcolm coming on, Blair Turgott coming off, Damian Lowe coming off, Ravel Morrison. For me, I thought that he should have went. Those changes weren't the right changes at the time. At the time, Blair Turgott was really, really playing good. He got off the most shot. Really, really interesting performance from him. I thought that maybe would have pulled Low at that particular time, then into putting the likes of Lambert to try and control the midfield area where we were losing all those battles, and we need someone to come in, calm the game down, and control the tempo of the game. We lost tempo of the game. They started dominating possession, and that is where you saw the Serbian team actually started to push us under more pressure, and then Theodore Whitmore started to pulling out his changes. So in total, we made a total of 4 changes. They made 5. No, they made 6 changes in total. We made 4 changes, and that's quite worrying for me. That's quite worrying. I think this is something that Theodore Whitmore should have seen early out. But in all essence, as I said, standout performance, West Harding. Quiet performance from O'Neill Fisher and Javon East. I expected more from Javon East. But it was a good game, an entertaining game. I have to commend Whitmore as well for some of the tactics that he deployed in the first half, and in which he got the result, but he did not capitulate on it and try to go further to try and get the win. So maybe that's the reason why we didn't get much out of the game, in which I expected us to do a little bit better in that aspect of things. But people, as I want to say, people, thank you very much for tuning. It was a very, very good game. Serbia won, Jamaica won. We could have gotten more out of that game. We got a few chances. Andrew Gay got away. Blair Turgott got a few chances at goal, in which he keep us safe. And even though they got a chance, but most of their chances were actually half tinted chances, but we got clear-cut chances. Andre got away 1-on-1, 1v1. Damian Ravel Marcy came on looking pretty good on the ball, technical movements, in and out, intricate pass, backheel passes, then went on this massive dribble, trying to get something, trying to drive the team forward. So a great performance as well for Ravel Morrison, someone that I have to say it's someone that I really, really beat down on, and definitely he turned out this evening and said that he wants to make his name account. He wants to take account for himself. So it definitely turned out this evening, and he did put in that performance. And I have to say, good game from Ravel Morrison. Good final 15-16 minutes from Ravel Morrison. And a good performance, a good team performance. I think that Theodore Whitmore should work on his tactical aspect of the game. In regards to the management, the game management, he has to work on that. You can't wait until when a goal is scored, and it's the time they decide to make a change or to correct things. You should see it before. But overall, good performance from the team. 7 out of 10 performance from the team. Definitely, most of that would have come in the first half. And so for standout for me, I believe West Harding should receive Man of the Match award. Very, very good performance from the young man. And in all essence, from the coach, I am saying Taylor Moore, 6 out of 5 out of 10 performance. You could have done better in regards to the changes and a bit more smart, a bit more technical in that area. And I didn't enjoy your your post-match press conference. I thought that you should have articulated yourself a little bit better. But anyways, that's it for it. But people, smash the like button. Massive respect to everyone who tuned in. Military Guna TV people. I am out.